Welcome to Edgeville, one of the most peaceful areas in the game. You've got a nice river, some trees, it's just pretty chilled. However, in Deadman mode, Edgeville is brutal, one of the most risky places in the game. For one reason, and that is this dude right here. This here's the emblem trader, and every single PVMer in the game who gets a tier 5 needs to visit this dude at some point. So PKers and clans lock this area down as quick as possible. But today RuneScape has a brand new build, one you guys will have never seen before, that is going to live in Edgeville for the next few days and try to get some pretty cool clips. This is a porcupine build. It's not a main, it's not a Zerker, but all this thing does is try to deal damage back in whoever attacks it. We've got the porcupine relic, we have got recoils, we've got the vengeance quest line completed, and we've got a dark bow to stick them with the Isle Quills. Now this account is only finished, so I've not got a load of clips for you guys, and at the end of this video I might have to make a brutal decision and reset this account so I can do it in the lower brackets. In this bracket there's not that many PKers, and every PKer there is, whenever I do this on them once, they're just running a mile and they don't want anything to do with it. Even if I don't have my dark bow though, this clip was just before I bought it and I was just using an MSB. Because you have 100% accuracy in the spec, it just melts them, and the damage they're dealing on you just disappears their HP. The more damage they deal on you, the more they get absolutely melted. It is just the funnest possible build. I am probably going to drop down a bracket. I know that kind of wrecks me for the finals, but it would just make some crazy good content specking these people out. Lower brackets, they've got lower HP, so their health's just going to disappear even faster. Look at this though, how good is this? This dude is in completely max setup with a ballista and all, and he just doesn't expect to be getting so much damage dealt into him that he just doesn't know how to deal with it. Zully here, I forgot about vengeance for the first bit of this fight. I was just using the porcupine and the relic, and even just with those two it deals a lot of damage. But when you add vengeance into the mix, it's just a different kettle of fish. This dude here, I forgot to venge in the right time here when I hit him for 28 vengeance. He would have been very, very low, could have been our first kill. Who's the bigger unit here? Like me in my monk robes or this dude in his max set? He will not touch me, he knows what's going on. This dude here did attack me, and this is so funny. He even called in the boys. He was fighting me a wee bit in Edgeville, got through some of my foods, but then he chased me. I got the timing on this one perfect, but he hit very low on me. The vengeance hit very low and the Debo spec hit very low, but even then he was half HP. He definitely could have died there. His clanmates were just laughing like, imagine I could take down a max set in this. Oh boys, I'm having so much fun in Deadman mode. In the last video we were embarrassing all the skillers. We barely went for skills day 1 or day 2. We done like flipping at the start of day 2. Just put in a few hours and we went from rank 1400 in the high scores to rank 16. That is right, your boy Bekt, who's been playing super casual, was on the front page at rank 16, but we're not stopping there. In today's video we're going to embarrass every single skiller in Deadman mode, and in the next video the porcupine is going to be embarrassing every single PKer in the game. Well, we're going to try it anyway, hopefully. If it doesn't work out, we are taking the porcupine into the finals anyway, so you'll definitely see some more of this content pretty soon. Anyway, let's crack on. We're going to pick things up where we left off in the last video. Rank 16, let's see how far we can go. Ah, boys, it is not looking good. We're on 1563 total levels, but we have been completely kicked off the front page of the high scores. Have a look at this. Foes in front of us, solo mission. We're not even here on this front page. We are down to rank 27. That's pretty brutal. At the end of the last video I said we're going to rank 1, and it is looking much more difficult than I thought. We're going to relog because I have done a wee hour of training here. We're going to see where we get to. Maybe we're not as good a skiller as I thought. So here it is, boys. Just refresh the high scores and look at this. We are in rank number 5. The top 5 player in Deadman mode is your boy Bekt. Sit down solo mission. I'm not really going for ranks. Well, obviously I'm up at rank 5, but I'm only playing this game mode for fun. If people get really sweaty in front of me, I'm definitely not going to grind super hard. I think the way I've got up to be so highly ranked in this game is I've found some completely broken synergy with some of the relics, and I don't even think it's supposed to work this way. The Forager relic given double XP, it doesn't say it in the text, so I think Jetix have kind of overlooked that. It's supposed to just give double resources without the double XP, but I'm going to be brutally using that because it is in the game and everybody else in the high scores is definitely going to be using it. Oh, one other thing I found out overnight that changes the way we're going to be playing this game mode. When you die you do not lose sigils. In the last episode I was being a wee bit of a pussy. I was scared to go into risky areas because I have about 250 million GP worth of gold if I swapped it over to 07. in this game mode, so I was a bit scared to go into risky areas. Found out overnight that when you die you don't actually lose your sigils, and most of my gold is in sigils. A lot of it's in GE as well, and that just gets wiped from the game, but a lot of it's in sigils and you don't lose them. So that's pretty awesome. We're going to go into some risky areas. We're going to try get some bank, and yeah, I can't believe I've done an intro whilst doing agility. How boring is this? There's the agility content out of the way for the episode. Let's jump into some much more exciting content. This is it. This is the dead man mode I love and enjoy. I don't like hugging a safe zone. This is where you want to be. Out in the wild where people can attack you, people can find you and kill you. This wee island though, not the most risky. It's not as risky as you would think because it's miles away from a safe zone. But see that little boat just at the top of the screen? If you click on it, you can go to 3 different locations with one click, just be holding down 1, 2 or 3. So if PKer comes here and I make it to that boat, they cannot follow me. If they do come to the same one, if they get lucky and guess the same one, I'll just jump straight back in the other boat and pick another one until I am in a different location than them. So it's actually quite safe to train hunter here. Getting here is a wee bit risky, but we made it here safely. We smashed out some hunter levels and it is going super fast. Oh, this place is a complete joke. I've actually forgot to bring the double fish relic, the one that gives you double XP for every 2 sets of fish you catch. So I'm not even getting double XP, and we just got 17 levels in about 5 minutes there. Just completely broken. I am going to head over and get my double fishing relic, just because if I can get double XP may as well. But that is insane how quick it is over there. Just stopped off for a wee farming run and have a look at this. 43,000 XP drops for willow trees. Oh, and there's 1600 total as well. That's quite nice. When I get up to magic trees, the XP drops are going to be insane. Oh boys, we've just found a falling star in DMM mode. You'd probably just leave this. If you found it, you'd think they're completely useless, but there's so few people mining them, and I think doubly bubbly relic works in it, so I might be able to get a ring from one falling star, that ring that gives you +4 invisible mining boost. So yeah, I'm definitely going to hit this. Oh, maybe doubly bubbly relic doesn't work. It's only giving me 1 dust at a time. We'll see how much dust we get though. You can also get gem bags, so even if I don't get enough, I can still get loads of money from this, because sapphires, rubies, emeralds, they're all really expensive, and you can turn your dust in for loads of gems. So yeah, if you see a fallen star, definitely tag it. Alright, so in the last clip I said doubly bubbly relic does not work on these stars. It actually does, but you have to turn it on for it to work. Who knew? We got 2500 stardust from that one falling star, which is just mental. We can get ourselves the ring that gives the +4 boost, and we can get ourselves a gem bag. If any of you are wondering what's going on in the chat here, it's quite funny. One of my friends found this bug in demo mode where a load of accounts were like running about Lumbridge killing each other, using the guards and stuff to die really fast to reset their lives 3 times, and he's like, what is going on? Why are they doing this? Turns out they were doing it to farm tier 1 relics. There's this thing where you're supposed to be able to claim the starter kit once per day, but if you lose your 3rd life you could claim it again. So loads of people were just abusing this wee oversight by JetX, reclaiming the kit over and over and over again, and the price of all the tier 1 relics, you can actually see it on the wiki, just completely plummeted within a few hours. I told JetX about this, reported on their like DMM bug report Discord, and they kicked me out, which was really weird. Or maybe they just locked it for a few minutes. I might be being a bit harsh on them, but I could not access it a few seconds after me posting that wee bug report. They never said thanks for posting it or anything, but they did fix it really fast, so big shout out to them for fixing it so quick. It was a wee bit of a bad oversight though. If anybody was holding a tier 1 relic or flipping tier 1 relics, they just plummeted in price. Anyway, we got ourselves the celestial ring, which would be awesome for mining training, and we got ourselves a gem bag. We just spent 2.5 hours at the Lizardman and we did not see one PKer. I'm not sure why I was so worried about PKers being out here in Zaya. It was actually super chill. I went to get the Xerix amulet so I could teleport about Zaya. I think it'd be a really good teleport because it's going to be super safe. There's not going to be that many people out here. But we went over double the drop rate without getting it. It's not actually the worst place to go dry though. We did get a load of Xerix robes and they sold for bank. We were selling them for 15k each and we ended up getting like, I think it was 50 of them or something. They're quite common drop from these dudes out here, so it was pretty sweet. All the risky content in today's video. Headed out here, got ourselves an Eva's attractor, being a big massive noob. I didn't read the R in this. I thought I needed myself steel arrows, but I think you can get away with having the attractor and 1k, so probably could have clicked that buy button, just didn't read it right. But yeah, big noob aside, we got ourselves an attractor and that'll be super useful for training range. This place yesterday was crazy how busy it was. It was really camped. I came out to check it once or twice and there was just PKers inside and I was like, nope, teleported straight away. But now we've got our Evas, that'll be really useful on this account. Smashed out 7 range levels there, super quick, went from level 70 all the way up to level 77 range. I'm going to do a wee bit more of that later on, but decided to come back out to Mulch with the correct relics this time to train a wee bit of Hunter. We're on level 50, but this is insanely quick, or it was earlier on. It's going to be even more broken at the minute. So we're going to spend a wee bit here, and the Hunter level is just going to fly up. Alright, we're just finishing up here. We done 29 Hunter levels in about 40 minutes. It is very clicky though. It would be better with the banking relic, the one that banks everything. But I'm not complaining. There's 29 Hunter levels out of the way. I might go back out there and get the level to catch D-imps, because I've seen a few of them in DMM mode. Kinda sucks when you see a dragon imp that you cannot catch. I completed Shades of Morton quest with the help from my boy Jorm. He played day 1 and then kinda quit, but I asked him if he'd hop back on, help me with this quest, because it is so slow to build this with just one person. He's like, yeah, no problem. So big shout out to Jorm. Completed this quest with the intention of killing loads of shades in the catacombs. I thought if you get one of the higher up keys, PKers are never going to be able to kill you, and you could just sit in there and AFK, and those things down there take extra damage from a salvame, so you just completely melt them. You get crazy XP per hour, and then I got myself full DH. Yeah, full DH at the catacombs is mental. You get the bonus damage from your salve, which is 16.6 if it's not enchanted, if you haven't done Tarn's Lair, or 20% higher damage if you have done Tarn's Lair. The really high HP, you can see at the top there, 110, so you can hit massive on these dudes. And when your melee relic pops off, you attack every 1.8 seconds, and that there with full DH is just crazy. You're hitting with full DH crazy high numbers every 1.8 seconds. So it's getting really good combat XP per hour down here, and it did end up getting 2 sigils. They were really cheap ones though, so that kind of sucks. These dudes are 120 combat as well, so you can roll tier 5s, but didn't see any of them. There was people chatting about them being broken at the start of DMM mode, like Jetix hadn't coded them right, so maybe that was why. But there's the stats at the minute. They are completely flying up. We just pulled off an insane flip. I bought this sigil the other day for 1.9 mil, just sold it for 3.9, so it's gone up a lot in price, but then we ended up buying it back for 3.1, so that's like 800k for free, as well as 2 mil profit from when we bought it. So that there sigil we bought day 2 was an awesome wee purchase. We spent the rest of day 4 AFKing at Brutal Green Dragons. I had some stuff on, so just left my account there. We ended up killing 524 of them, which is massive. That is so many of them. Their combat level 227, so I thought I'd probably see the PvP table more than this. Only got 3 sigils and no PvP weapons, even though I killed over 500 monsters that are over 200 combat. Got very unlucky there, but we got loads of prayer XP and loads of combat. Here it is, boys. We spent 1.6 million GP on a Vesta Spear. I'm actually going to use this thing in the final because it is insanely good. It's actually higher DPS per hit than a Statius Warhammer and a VLS, just in single hits, you know, but the Statius Warhammer you can wear with a defender, so that kind of evens out. But I'm going to be going range in the final, and I just want one melee weapon that can deal a load of damage, and the Vesta Spear is going to be it. We're going to grind out these mammoths until we get ourselves a tier 1 emblem, because I've actually killed hundreds of high level monsters and I haven't rolled the tier 5 table once, which is crazy. So we're using our PvP protection we just got for the final world, and we just got a tier 1 emblem. That took no time at all. But yeah, there we go, tier 1 emblem. We can now get a looting bag on the account. We've got a Vesta Spear. Things are going very, very good. Alright, we've trained our Hunter. We have actually trained our Slayer now, so there's only one low skill we still have on this account, and that's runecrafting. Runecrafting is usually the slowest skill to train in RuneScape in the regular version of the game, but we've got a bit of a crazy plan how we're going to train it in this version. With the last 6 minutes I have of PvP protection, I spent 1.9 million GP on a last recall relic, and I'm going to leave my account a last recall into the Chaos Altar. Chaos runes are super expensive after the first week or so in DMM mode usually, because everybody wants to get themselves a Fury for the final hour. The best way to do that is to sell either Death runes or Chaos runes. So I'm going to use this recall. I'm going to use the Abyssal Sigil as well, because the Abyssal Sigil gives you 5 times runes, which means I'm going to get a ton of Chaos runes on this account, and they should sell for a lot of money, because Chaos runes, even late game, even after everybody's done training magic, still have a very, very good use. So this should be really, really good. We're going to leave this Chaos Altar teleport as long as we can, and we're just going to use it every 5 minutes. Train some runecrafting, and our total level is going to skyrocket, because runecrafting's still really low. Everything else is looking pretty good, and we are hot on the heels of rank number 1. Boys, scratch that. I was thinking we had to train a wee bit more to get ranked number 1. We are in the lead by 16 levels. We are ranked number 1 on Deadman mode. There it is, your boy Bekt out in first, although we are way lower XP than everybody else below us. But yeah, we're ranked number 1 and we have not even properly started the runecrafting grind. In the next half an hour, we're probably going to get another 10 or 20 levels. So we are going to be miles ahead. How has that happened? Like, we've not put in any effort at all. And we are ranked number 1 out of 14,000 people that played Deadman mode. That's pretty damn awesome. Pretty chuffed with that. Our little loop here, we're just pickpocketing some guards if this dude would stop killing them. And then we're running up, grabbing some essence from the Grand Exchange and heading out to the Chaos Altar. Super risky runecrafting because I've got no food, no potions. Or is it risky? I'm not too sure. If a PKer found me, I would be dead. No two ways about it. But at the same time, who's going to check the Chaos Altar? It's such a random location. If you did catch somebody here training runecrafting, it'd be the freest kill ever. And you'd probably make bank because there's going to be somebody going for skills. I'd say if they're doing Chaos runes, it's such a strange one. You could probably do it at the ZMI. That'd be the most popular because people like getting the best XP. Chaos Altar, I think, is a bit safer. And our runecrafting is just going to fly up with this one. So yeah. Ah, boys, check this out. 206,000 XP drops for magic trees. And magic seeds are crazy cheap. I bought 16 of them there for 6k a pop. In the regular version of the game, they're, I think, 130k each. So these are 1/20th of the price. And you get an insane amount of bonus XP. So getting 99 farming will be pretty cheap and really, really fast. I know you guys are all curious if we've lost the rank number 1 spot yet. Not a bit of it. We are in the lead by 25 levels. This makes absolutely no sense. We have not gone hard this season at all. We've chilled out for a couple of days and we're not even going that hard at the minute, but we're in the lead by 25 levels. Oh boys, this is hilarious. In this, the biggest, craziest drop I get in Deadman mode, in the live audio clip, I'm shouting at the cat for pulling up the carpet. So I'm going to have to do the audio again. We got a Vesta longsword in the account, which is huge. 15 to 17 million GP these boys are trading for, and I am swapping that straight out to the regular version of the game. Loads of people would keep the Vesta longsword because it is super strong and use it in the finals, but I'm actually going to rock the Vesta spear. Vesta spear is stronger for one tapping, you know, for one hit. And my tactic is just going to be bang people out. It's not outlast them. It's not fight really strong. Just slap them with everything and try do enough damage to finish them off. Going to have porcupines, recoils, Vesta spears, vengeance, and we're just going to be banging people out. So this thing here, this Vesta longsword, is going to the regular version of the game. But we just made absolute bank. I'll let you guys know how much we get for it. 100 million GP. I just found this random guy at the Grand Exchange who was trying to buy gold, and I goes, oh, do you want to buy a VLS? And he's like, yeah, no worries. So he paid me 100 mil. Probably could have got a wee bit higher. The swap rate's a wee bit higher, but this dude was just there. It was handy, pretty easy. It only took us 5 minutes to sell it, and he went first as well because I'm backed from YouTube. Oh boys, I've been trying to stop laughing for the past 5 minutes to do audio for this clip. I rocked up. I hadn't even put my recorder on. I killed one black demon. You wouldn't believe it if it wasn't for this here tracker because it didn't have the recorder on. We killed literally one black demon and we got the most expensive sigil in the game. This morning I killed a couple of mammoths. I got the most expensive PvP weapon. Now we killed one black demon and we just got the most expensive sigil. For any of you guys not playing Deadman mode, this thing goes for over 5 million GP. That is crazy. So in this clip we have 2 sigils of the skiller there. I end up selling one for 5.25 mil and we swapped it over for 38 million GP in the regular version of the game. It's not all good things in today's video though. We did get taken out of the game once by a clan, but even this was just so funny. I had been wearing Vrax's helm all day, I've been wearing D boots all day, I'd be in the catacombs risking like 1 to 2 mil, and then the one time I'm like, oh shit, these are giving negative range bonus. I'll stick on a coif and some snake hide boots and risk like 50k, and then I get found and get killed for next to nothing. My 10 items in the key were worthless. I did think I'd lose sigils, so it wasn't even bringing like my sigil of the skiller. I was rocking all the cheap sigils thinking you lost the ones that were attuned. You don't even lose attuned sigils, you lose no sigils, so you can just store your money in sigils and you don't need to worry about it until your 3rd death. But like, who's gonna die 3 times, let's be honest. Even when I get wrecked in Deadman mode, it is a good day. I hope you guys have enjoyed this video. We're gonna wrap it up here. It has been such a journey, absolutely loving this game mode, and we are not done yet.